So, today's question is, do I have to match my wood finishes when I'm creating the interior design for my home? When you're talking about wood finishes, you're really talking about two things. The first thing is the color. On one end of the spectrum, if you decide to match all of your wood finishes, it's really going to lend a more contemporary, more sculptural, more new, more fresh feeling to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to look like it all came from the same place at the same time. That's not a bad thing. Like, if you think about Art Deco, for example, they really thrived within the realm of making sure that all of their finishes were always meticulously matched. Jean-Michel Franck, for example, always matched all of his wood finishes. And it's very, very, very chic, but it does lend a sense of contemporary attitude. So matching wood colors equals something that looks more contemporary or made today, regardless of the style. When we go into mismatching colors, that lends a certain antique feel, a certain vintage feel, a certain, oh, I just happened to find this at the thrift shop and I inherited that piece and we cobbled it together, kind of casual feel to it. It has everything to do with the fact that nothing is too precious. In a single room, you'll see unfinished pine with Danish teak, and you'll see Brazilian, walnut or rosewood, and you'll see oak, and all of it just kind of comes together. But it's coming together and it's looking like it was crafted or curated over time. If you're looking for a vintage look, mismatch your woods in terms of color. That's gonna nail it. You're gonna knock it right out of the park. The second key area that I want to talk to you about is texture. And I actually think it's much more important than the color in terms of finish. If you have a few key pieces that are in this kind of rustic barnwood finish, then I would stick with that matte finish, regardless of color, throughout all of the pieces in your home. That'll create your little black dress, your LBD. That will create the foundation for your home, and all of the woods will kind of match in character or personality, even though they're not matching in exact color. So in homes, if you have a waxed finish, for example, I would stick with a waxed finish throughout for the majority of your pieces, and that's going to create this music, this musical note, this tenor that is consistent from space to space to space to space, giving it that cohesive feel regardless of color. And you can also do this with, high polished woods. If you're using high polished woods, use them in each room. Make that the foundation finish for all of your homes. We made this decision that we're doing a high polished finished home. And because of that, all of the woods, or the majority of your woods, are really going to express that very sophisticated high gloss look. And because of that, they'll all relate, regardless of color. If you're shopping anywhere, whether you're in a Parisian flea market, whether you're at the Goodwill downtown, whether your sister-in-law is gifting you something and asking if you want it, or whether you're doing your own edit of your home belongings, you don't know what to throw out or what to keep. If you know your wood finish, and by wood finish, I'm talking about texture, then you can start making decisions a whole hell of a lot easier. You're like, you know what? I'm an eggshell gal, and I really can't do that high gloss stuff. I just can't. That's just not gonna work out for me. Or if you're like, I'm really a rustic painted wood finish person, then you just know that you stick with painted woods. And it all kind of comes together in the end, but you've got to find the point of relationship between the woods. And in the past, I think people thought the point of relationship was color. I really don't think it is. I think it's texture. In terms of arming you with a piece of advice in order to make the best decisions for your home, in order to give you confidence as you're shopping, wherever that may be, I think don't worry so much about color, and instead focus on the texture of the finish. And that's what's really going to make your home feel cohesive. So that's what I've got for today. That's the episode. That's it. And yeah, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'd really love to have you on board so you can check everything out with me. Ring that little bell that's down there so that you know when I upload new videos. And if you have any questions that you want me to answer online, feel free to tweet me at Mr. Call Tweets. And I'll be going through those and making sure that on the next episode of Ask the Designer, we're answering them all. All right? So thanks so much. Have a great day, you guys, and be well.